I was hesitant to download it at first, but when I did, it shook me to the core. I've always had a big appetite for horror reads. So the other day, I was on Reddit reading some really spine-chilling experiences when I came across some stories of people who had encountered extremely disturbing stuff on the dark web. This intrigued me. I wanted to see what the hype of dark web was all about. So I turned on my laptop and started searching up ways to reach the dark web. I had a gut feeling that this wouldn't end well, but I just ignored it. The first link I opened took me to a chat room. They were all talking about the most random stuff ever. And then suddenly, one of them noticed me there, and I got a direct message. The conversation with him and what ensued after that is the worst thing that ever happened in my life. The chat went something as follows. Hey there, newbie. What brings you here? This was a message from someone named Ronald Meet Donald. Meet as in M-E-A-T. Hi. Nothing much. I just wanted to see what the hype was all about. What's up with your name? Oh, you mean the hype of the dark web? Yeah. Oh, don't worry. You'll find out soon enough about the dark web. And my name. ETW, do you want to play a game? No. I better leave now, as there's nothing much to see here. Hey, come on, girl. Give it some time. You won't regret it. This should have been the first red flag for me, but I was too dumb at the moment to notice it. How had he known that I was a girl? Okay, what's the game? 2 truths and a lie. Oh, I know that one. Let's do it. You're going first. Okay. 2 truths and a lie. I am adopted. I was the first person in my family to go to college. I grew up on an island. You weren't the first person in your family to go to college. Come on. How can you be so sure? Well, I have my ways. This message came with a cringy wink gif. He also sent me an image. I was hesitant to download it at first, but when I did, it shook me to the core, because it was a picture of the college that I went to. What the? Dude, you're creepy as. How are you doing that? I was dumbfounded. There was no possible way for him to know about my college. I know I should have stopped there, but I didn't want to somehow. Can I have another turn? I asked. Sure. He was quick to reply. 2 truths and a lie. I went to prom wearing a red gown. I can hold my breath underwater for 2 minutes. I am the mother of a Shepsky, a German Shepherd and Siberian Husky mixed breed. Oh, that's easy. Really? Tell me then. I'm waiting on you. I typed with a smile, because I thought I had outsmarted him this time. He was taking too long to respond, and it made me believe that the college stunt was just a bluff that had worked. Didn't you go to prom in a dark blue silk dress? You looked really pretty in it. And by the way, say hi to the little Shepsky. What's his name again? Buddy, if I'm not wrong? He was right about every single thing, and I was freaking out. My hands were literally trembling at this point as I typed. Okay, stop with these tricks now and tell me, how do you know all of this? Dark web isn't that boring after all, is it? He totally ignored my message. Okay, my turn. 2 truths and a lie. I am a cannibal. My fridge is stocked with human meat at the moment. My next meal is you. Stop messing around. I know you're trying to play with my head, but trust me, you're doing it to the wrong person. With this, I tried closing that window, but it wouldn't close. Hey, that's cheating. You can't leave the game like this. But it's okay. I'll give you another chance at it because I cheated too. Instead of giving you two truths and one lie, I gave you only truths. I didn't reply. I was constantly trying to close the window. I even tried shutting off my laptop, but it wouldn't. You're hacking my laptop, aren't you? Stop it now. You won't find anything in my laptop. Ah, don't be mad. You know what? When you're mad, your body releases adrenaline. And let me tell you some inside info. Adrenaline makes the meat really dry. And I prefer my meat patties really soft and moist. So please, my happy meal, don't stress yourself. At last, when nothing else was working, I just closed the laptop screen so I wouldn't have to look at all the messages he was sending me. The messages included all sorts of gifs and pics and texts, but closing the screen didn't stop him either. Somehow he figured out that I had done that, and he started sending me weird voice messages, which kept on playing on their own. I will come for you, my dear. My dear. My dear. I will come for you, my dear. When you least expect it, I will appear. He sang. The singing continued for about 2 minutes, and then he stopped. This was enough adventure for me, and I promised myself that I won't be visiting the dark web again. But that's not all. The worst part is yet to come. So a couple of days passed, and I was still awake in the middle of the night when I heard someone trying to open my living room window. I had one of those screw lock sets, enough for air to come in, but not enough for someone to climb through. I screamed and called 911. I was in a panic, and the dispatcher said officers were on their way. He ran away before the officers could get there. He left a small plastic bag with contents that shook me to the core. Inside the bag they found zip ties, pantyhose, a knife, and condoms. I spent the night driving around. I did not want to go back to my house. In the morning, I took my stuff and moved out. He was never caught. That night still haunts me to this day.